everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's time for my Project Pan update. So if you haven't seen my Project Pan intro, it will be linked up in the eye and down below. I had 9 Avon items in my Project Pan plus one that was a non-Avon item. So just a little bit of a disclaimer or a caveat of how I do my Project Pan. So you will see that they are not deadline based, like finish 22 in 2022 or monthly updates or things like that. So project panning to me is quite personal. I think if you have 100 people doing project pans, there will be 100 ways to project pan. When I was newer at this and thought about putting some items in my project pan, it was a lot easier for me to just follow deadline based project pans and things that people have put on social media. I'm kind of like joining with those project pans individually at home. So doing that, I found that my way of project panning is best when I do usage goals rather than deadline goals. And there are two main reasons for that. One is that I get bored very quickly and I don't want to force myself to use the same product over and over just to hit a deadline. And then the second one is that life happens. You know, sometimes I have days when I don't put makeup on. I do try to put makeup on almost every day, because it's my little moment of mindfulness or me time in the day, but it doesn't always work out. Sometimes I'm in a rush, so when I'm in a rush, I'm not gonna reach for the items in my project pan because I gotta use them in certain ways to just make sure I use them up. There is the foundation powder that requires a little bit more work, so I don't have time for that when I'm in a rush. So yeah, that's how I do my project pans. I don't think that's a right or wrong way, it's just how I do it. Okay, so let's get into the updates. I do have one item that I finished, which was almost finished when I did my Project Pan intro, which was this tinted lip balm. This one was in Protecting Peach. And to replace that, I will introduce the Avon Loaded Lip Lacquer. There we are. And the shade for this is Spread a Nude. Now, when I first bought this, I was first of all curious to try it and see how it was like. And I also bought this shade on purpose because all the other shades in this range looked quite pigmented. I wanted something that wouldn't take over if I applied it over a lipstick and things like that. So I went for the shade on purpose. It's a little bit more transparent. And I thought that I would have used it a lot more than I did. However, the thing with this one is that the taste is very sweet and that kind of bothers me. I thought it wasn't such an issue, but the more I used it, the more it bothered me. And I've also found that if I apply it over other lipsticks, it can make them feel like they're slipping and sliding, and that makes me too self-conscious. So I don't use it that much for that reason. However, it is very hydrating, so I am replacing the lip balm with this because I can use it before doing the rest of my face makeup just to hydrate my lips while I do my makeup, and then when I get to doing my lips, I will just wipe off the excess and apply whatever lip I'm wearing that day. So I've marked off here what the usage is like at the minute. My usage goal for this, I'm not sure whether I will use it up completely. So for now, my usage goal is about halfway through. Okay, next is this MARC Smoothing Matte Primer, which has been discontinued ages ago by Avon. And this is my usage right now. This is, like it says, a smoothing primer, a pore filling primer. It works really well. And it seems like I will use it up quite quickly. And when that happens, I will replace it with the Avon Magic Shine and Oil Control. This is how much it is at the minute. I don't really know how I'm going to measure this. I will see how it looks like. With this one that is going to come in to the Project Pan after I do this video, I will take pictures at the time they go in the Project Pan, and you will see those pictures in my next update. So the main reason for putting this primer in is because I need to go through my primers. I need to use a few of them up. And also, I don't find that this does that much, the shine and oil control, so I do want to use it more and see whether it's really worth it, whether it works for me. I do have an oily T-zone, so we will see. Next, I have the MARC Extra Lasting Ink, I think they called it, in Savage Bronze. And this is what it looks like right now. So I had a usage goal for this, which was 20 to 30 uses. I've only used it, let's see, 9 times, and unfortunately it's quite dry now. That's the only thing with these inks, with these cream shadows, that they dry out very quickly. And I think I touched on this last time as well. I think they're phasing them out, and these ones, unless you use them every day, you're not going to get your money's worth, because they will dry out, or at least I'm not getting my money's worth. So I know in the future to just stay away from these, but I do think they're phasing them out. They have 5 grams of product, so that's quite a lot. If you use them every day, they're very economical, but if you don't, they just dry out. So I will remove this from my project pan and declutter it, and I will replace it with the Evalina Beauty Shimmer Shadow Stick, and this is in shade Stardust, and this is what it looks like. I got this one through Latest in Beauty, I'm pretty sure. It is a lovely everyday color, so I think it won't be too difficult to use up. Okay, next I have this pencil, which I think they call the dual-ended brow pencil with spoolie. As you can see, I'm doing quite well with it. It won't take long until I completely finish it. I really enjoy this one. So once that one is completely finished, I will replace it with the brown line and light duo pencil, also from Avon. And I do plan to completely use up the color side. I am not fussed about the highlighting side. I just prefer other things for highlight. So yes, this is my next one. Next I had the Avon True Color Glimmer Stick Lip Liner in shade Nude. Right, it seems like I've done a little bit of progress on it, but using it I realized I don't like the color at all. So I am not going to hate pan it, I'm just going to declutter it, because I've got plenty of other lip liners that are going unused in my collection, and I do need to go through them as well. So I am going to replace it with the Lisa Armstrong Color Within the Lines lip liner in shade Gemma. This is a very natural color on me. The main reason for putting this in is because I don't usually reach for lip liners that need sharpening, because I am lazy. And also the Lisa Armstrong range is being discontinued. The collaboration between Lisa Armstrong and Avon has come to an end. So these do need to be used up. And then the non-Avon item I had in here was the Laura Mercier lipstick in shade A La Rose. Yeah, the Silky Cream lipstick. I haven't done that well with it. I thought I would have made more of a dent, seeing that it's a mini, but I just haven't reached for it. I'm just not attracted to it. I have used it as blush mainly. So what I think I'll do is I'm not going to force myself to use it if I don't enjoy it all that much. I will put this back into my collection though and revisit it at another date. And I will introduce another lipstick, and this is the Lisa Armstrong Meticulous lipstick in shade Gemstar to go with the lip liner. Same reason, this range is getting discontinued, and I have 3 Lisa Armstrong lipsticks, so I do need to go through them. I think I will enjoy using this one because the packaging is just so satisfying. This is what it looks like on its own. On me it's quite light, again the same issue I had with the Laura Mercier lipstick, but over the lip liner, if I just dab it on, it works fine. It smells super nice. Smells very nice. And it works very well as blush. All of our lipsticks work really well as blush, so I am hoping I will use this up as much as possible. We will see at my next update how I'm doing with it. Okay, I've got 4 things left in this bag here that I haven't talked about yet. All of these are going to stay in for now. So I have these 2 eyeshadow pencils. I have this one in Slate, which seems like I've done the most progress on. So I'll keep this one in until I finish it. Then I have this one in Golden Eye, which I haven't done very well on at all. because I mostly use this for highlights, for my inner corner, brow bone, things like that. But it will stay in here. I do want to get more use out of it. Maybe get down about halfway. We'll see. Okay, another thing that I thought I would have made more of a dent, but it seems like the product is, for lack of a better word, hard pressed, which means that you do get a lot of product for the payoff. I do like the payoff for it. So anyway, this is the MAC Magic's Highlighting Stick in shade Candlelight. I'm still very much enjoying this, very natural highlight. I do try to use it as much as possible. It's just taking forever to use it. And then the last thing in here is the powder foundation, which I am struggling with. I'm not gonna lie. I did say last time that I'm not quite happy with the shade with this. I think it oxidizes in time. Again, if you don't use it within 6 months, then you may find that it oxidizes. At least that's what happened for me. This is shade Ivory, which normally should be at least 2-3 shades lighter than my skin tone. And I had shade Nude in the past, and that one oxidized like crazy. So, and it was when it was a MAC, by the way, the Nude shade. So they've rebranded it to MAC, and I still have the same issue. And I think they're rebranding it again now. So it'll be one that I'm definitely not picking up again. Right, so this one stays in because I haven't hit my usage goal. My usage goal was between 20 and 30 uses, and I've only used it 14 times. So yeah, I will try to hit my usage goal, maybe do the 30, and then it will be decluttered. So I'm hoping if you're watching Project Pan videos, you love seeing pans. So I thought I would include here products that I've panned which are not in my active Project Pan. So I call these bonus pans. You will have seen these products in my videos in the past, maybe as part of collection videos or as part of declutters. So I will start with an Avon item, which you probably would have seen as part of declutters or collection videos, but I've also featured it in my quick 10-minute makeup routine. And this is the Distillery Press to Impress Powder Foundation. This one I only use as a powder, not as powder foundation. I just think it looks better on me as a powder. The shade for this is 110 or 110 or 110. This is now discontinued. I think that Distillery makeup has been discontinued a few months ago. And let me show you the pan. I don't know if you can tell, I had quite a dip in it for a long time. Usually the products that have large dips in them, that's obviously because of the type of brush that I use, takes a bit longer to pan, but once you've hit pan, yeah, that pan is going to get bigger quite quickly. So I will give you an update on this on my next Project Pan update. And then I have two non-Avon items. Right, this one is a bronzer, and I've used this bronzer so much the packaging is falling apart. And this is the NARS Laguna bronzer. This is just a mini. Oh, other way around. There we are. So, just a mini. I've used this to death. As you can see, the packaging is falling apart, and I've only just hit pan a couple of weeks ago, and that's the pan. The next I have two pans in this eyeshadow palette. I'm not exactly actively panning, so it's not in my Project Pan, but when I take it out to use it, I do try to use it as much as possible because it is getting quite old. And this is the Modern Renaissance. And as you can see, I've hit pan in two shades. So I've hit pan in Warm Taupe, this one there, and also in Tempera. So next time I pull this out to use, I will use it until I hit pan on another shade. It looks like next, the ones that have the more chance for me to hit pan on will probably be one of the shimmers, possibly Bon Fresco. Well, actually, looking at it through my monitor there, it looks like Antique Bronze has more of a dip than Bon Fresco. So they all have quite a bit of a chance to hit pan on next time. So hopefully I have an update for you next time as well on that one. This is my Project Pan update. I do hope you found this video enjoyable and entertaining. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, as it really helps me out. If you're not subscribed yet, I would love it if you would subscribe if you like what you see on my channel. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. And thank you very much for watching all the way to the end, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!